And now to the pandemic. Anti-mask and anti-vaccine protesters stormed Dodger Stadium vaccine super site yesterday, delaying vaccinations there. Now, the demonstration angered local doctors who say the vaccine is exactly what's needed to end the pandemic. CBS 2's Laurie Perez has more.
This was the scene outside Dodger Stadium just after 2 p.m. as a disruptive crowd pushing anti-vaccine messages and COVID conspiracy theories shouted down hundreds of people who'd been waiting for hours to get the COVID-19 vaccine. The protest reportedly interrupted the process for nearly an hour, infuriating city officials and health experts like infectious disease epidemiologist Jessica Malati Rivera.
What happened to the doses that were already thawed? I mean, I hope they didn't go to waste, but they probably did. It's deeply problematic. It should be considered criminal, in my opinion.
She's fired up because of what she says is the urgent need to get people vaccinated, especially as the U.S. is seeing new and more contagious strains of coronavirus. Maryland became the second state to announce it's detected the highly transmissible variant from South Africa. South Carolina announced 2 cases, and LA County confirmed the second case of the UK variant here.
Viruses mutate all the time, and most of the time the changes are inconsequential. They're like a typo, and they don't change kind of the way that the virus expresses itself in a body. Sometimes if it has the chance to do so a lot, then it does kind of change the way the virus works. Really, the best way to prevent the infection with a variant and even the emergence of variants is to keep transmission low.
Which has been a challenge in LA County especially. Health leaders reported 316 new COVID deaths and 6,918 new infections. To date, more than 790,000 doses of COVID-19 vaccine have been administered. As for studies suggesting existing vaccines aren't as effective on the variants like the UK strain, she put it in perspective.
It went from like really awesome to awesome, meaning there's still kind of remaining protective value of the vaccine. It's just not as much. I think a lot of the headlines led people to think that it was somehow, obsolete and wouldn't have any value of protection, but it actually does.
Which is not to say the variants are nothing to be worried about.
The best recommendation right now is to get a vaccine, whichever vaccine is available to you, as soon as it's available to you.
I'm Laurie Perez, CBS 2 News This Morning.